Hello, guys. Welcome to Musings by Tomi. Today, I'll be sharing some insights on why you have to keep posting on Facebook. Why you have to keep posting on Facebook. Um, Thank you for joining me today. Please hit the subscribe button and do like this video. Okay. Now, straight in. So, for this tutorial, I'll be using Facebook as our platform, but it can also be used for other platforms. Okay, let's dive in. So, your post. What does your post mean? What is it really about? Your post shows a clear footprint of what your brand is doing. It gives a clear view of the state of your brand within the preferred platform. So, for this tutorial, we'll be using Facebook as the platform, as I said earlier. Ultimately, your post is your personal journal detailing your brand's journey found within the page's insights. Okay, so insights from your posts. What would it do for you? So let's break it down further. Your post gives you a clear picture of when your fans are online. Now, the truth is, human beings are creatures of habits. Being privy to the unique habits of your followers will greatly benefit your brand as you develop communications meant for them. Let's look in details on this our fans online breakdown. We can see here the days of the week starting from Sunday through Saturday, and we can see the number of fans that are being captured each day. We would notice that for this brand, the brand we're using as a case study, the bulk or the most of their fans are online on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Then we have Thursday and Friday. In other words, this brand has the best opportunity to engage these fans between Tuesday and Friday. Also, right under the days of the week, we have the time of the day. So for this brand, their peak period is actually between 9 a.m. and about 2 p.m. So piecing this together, we already have a pattern on what the fans are like in terms of the brand's fan on Facebook. Okay. So what again can we glean from your post? What does it do for you? Here we are looking at the post type and format. Okay, so what type and format does your post thrive on? Now for this case study again, looking in, we see that we have different types of post formats. We have the photo format, we have the status format, we have the video format, and we have the link format. Further on, still analyzing this, we can see that each of those formats has its own average reach. So for this brand, we have the photo format leading at 3,947, while the status format leads next to this photo at 1,963, and then we have the video at 1,230, and then the link. Now, even beyond the reach, how do each of those engage? We can see the engagement, we can see the reach, we can see all these analysis. So we can see that for the photos, we observe that this brand has the highest average engagement on the photos. Okay, so the post clicks are about 98, while the reactions, comments, and shares are about 85. And then we can look in onto the others. We can see the breakdowns as well. What this tells us that even though the status format is the second format of average reach, yet the video format, which has lesser reach, has more engagement than the status. Okay, so that's the second thing you can glean from your post. Now, let's go on to the third thing. it takes us into what competition is doing. What competition is doing. The book, The Mafia Manager, says keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Keeping abreast of industry competitors gives you a heads up on new trends and what you might be missing out on. Do ensure that on what do ensure that you keep tabs on what competition is doing and how they are doing it. This information helps in keeping you grounded and strategic in your next steps. So we can see in details how the competition is doing in this category. We can see what posts thrived the most on their page and the kind of engagement they got. Then we can see the other brands that are not doing so well, and we can decide to further on go into their pages and see what exactly they are doing, taking a cue from here. Now we go into the posts proper. We are treating each of these posts as individual entities. Okay, so on this page you will notice that we have the published dates of those posts, we have the posts themselves, we have the types of posts, the types of format. We had discussed format earlier. So it could be picture, it could be status, it could be link, it could be videos. We have all of them here. Then we have the targeting, that is the audience. So your audience network or the audience reach for the posts as they were. Now we have the reach. The reach in reality is just a percentage of your total followers. The Facebook algorithm only shows about pardon me, it only shows about 5 to 7% of your audience, your best, most engaging posts. So your audience reach here is just a percentage of your total followers, of your total followers universe. Okay. Whilst your engagement is yet another subset of your reach. Your engagement is just a portion, a percentage of your reach. Okay. And your engagement is made up of the post clicks, is made up of the reactions, the comments, and the shares. Okay. Now, the truth is, certain posts add more reach if we look into each of them. Certain posts add more reach, like the fourth post here, it has 3.1K reach, 3,100 reach, and his engagement also was quite high. Meanwhile, some other posts would have a wide reach, yet their engagement may not be so much. In other words, yes, the post got to be seen by many people, but they did not react or interact with the post as much as you would want. So, what do we do with this kind of information? What do we do? Where do we go next from here? Okay, so the next time you want to create your Facebook ad, take a cue from one, your best post format. As we have established at the beginning of this tutorial, that your posts and your insights are your brand journal, a footprint of what the brand has done. It is expedient that you revisit this journal even before you decide on your next Facebook ad. Your best post format has to be put into consideration. For instance, this case study, this brand we're using as a case study shows that the brand's best post is in picture format. So it is only smart for this kind of brand to leverage picture format as a Facebook ad. Now, the next thing you would do, even before you go on to your next Facebook ad, is that you have to understand the kind of content that has gotten the most of engagement from your followers. Also, based on this insight, so you glean from your past posts, see which kind of posts get them engaged, which one connects with them emotionally, which one has wide reach yet does not engage, and putting all this information together. That would help with the kind of content you'll be creating for your next Facebook ad. Finally, you have to take a cue from the time and day your post thrives. This brand, as we have analyzed, thrives or has the followers mostly online from Tuesday to Friday. So it is only expedient that the ad manager on this account should leverage these days for the optimum visibility of their ads. Okay, so thank you for joining. Please hit the subscribe button below if you've not joined, and please go to our comment section and share your thoughts on what we have discussed. All right.